Storm telling us during that last timeout, Rudy Tomjanovich wants either Thorpe or Olajuwon to post up in transition. The first big man down to see if they can't get some quick scores there.
Starks got the step, and he drew the foul. Starks going down and upset, like he hurt his hip. Trying to walk it off.
Well, John Starks getting that high pick from Charles Oakley to send him towards the basket, as John senses that the Knicks need some of that penetration, either the score or draw a defender and kick off, as he went in there hard and collides with Horry. But Maxwell went into the Oakley pick even harder, as he has had some hand problems throughout all of these playoffs.
Olajuwon called for the foul, his second. The Knicks, their first free throws since the opening minute of the game. They were at the line at minute 3 of the first quarter. That has been it. Charles Oakley 1 for 2 from the line, and now John Starks with 2 opportunities.
And you can see Vernon Maxwell really suffering with that hand as he banged into Charles Oakley. It has not been a problem for much of the beginning of this series, but hurting him particularly in the Phoenix and Utah series.
Yes, Vernon has played through the pain of injuries to both hands, plus a bruised right ankle. He has been hanging in right through the playoffs. The Knicks lead 50-48. Kenny Smith, rebounded by Charles Oakley, comes stumbling to midcourt. And Mason pushed by Thorpe. Let's go to Hannah Storm.
Marv, just another note on Vernon Maxwell. That left thumb has been bothering him all season. It's been extremely sore. He has chosen not to wrap it for this series, but he did jam it out there. So it is causing him some pain. They did put some freezing spray on it, and apparently it feels better. Marv?
Thank you, Hannah. Make it 5 of 18 for Patrick Ewing. Last season, Vernon Maxwell fractured his left wrist at the end of the regular season. Olajuwon with the spinning jump. Oh, what a move by Akeem Olajuwon, and he has tied the game at 50.
All set up on the penetration by Otis Thorpe as he blew by Charles Oakley, and all the defense reacted to him. That enabled him to get the ball to Olajuwon.
Offers pass off the mark. Starks good control. Now lets it go in the backcourt, and as he touches it, we get the whistle for a backcourt violation.
Well, Patrick Ewing goes over to help out here on Otis Thorpe, and Otis able to hang in the air, and watch this spinning, whirling dervish move by Akeem Olajuwon, who has all of those kinds of moves, and of course a terrific touch to finish off on those 15-foot jump shots.
Akeem is 7 of 12, 14 points. He has had an outstanding night. Here's Horry. Oh, look out. Oh, he went down hard. Robert Horry slamming to the floor. And good to see that he is able to get up, and apparently is okay. Assistant coach Larry Smith out to check him out.
A little give and go to Robert Horry as Anthony Mason comes over to try to block that shot, and the feet go out from under Robert Horry here, as he goes hard right on the backside and in the lower back area, and he bounced hard, but fortunate for Robert Horry and the Houston Rockets, appears to be okay.
And a flagrant foul was called on Anthony Mason, so Horry to the line for the 2, and then possession goes for the Rockets, who have a chance to take the lead for the first time. Looking at that spill by Robert Horry, the same thing happened going for a loose ball in Game 5 of the series against Utah.
Anthony Mason very unhappy with the flagrant foul call. He felt he made a legitimate effort to try to block that shot. Instead, the officials ruled that it was an unnecessary contact type of play, and I think it was more of a reaction to the way that Robert Horry fell, kind of out of control and hitting the floor so hard.
Rockets have outscored the Knicks 18-10 here in the third quarter. Chanted, "Let's go Knicks." Rockets now lead by 1 as we come up on 4 minutes to go in the third. Illegal defense called against the Knicks. That is their second infraction and a technical foul awarded to the Rockets. Robert Horry still hobbling, walking it off at center court. There's Horry flexing, telling Rudy Tomjanovich that he is all right. Sam Cassell hitting the technical, and the Rockets lead by 2. Now let's go to Hannah Storm. Hannah?
Well, Marv, at first it didn't seem that the injury to Robert Horry was that serious, but remember, he did bruise that right hip in the final game of the Western Conference Final, and now it appears as if he may have aggravated that injury, Marv.
4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Rockets by 2. Horry for 3. Mason with the rebound. The Knicks with Hopper and Starks in the backcourt. Ewing, Mason, Oakley up front. Hopper tries the 3. Houston in the midst of a 10-1 run. Olajuwon off the double team. Yes. Hakeem Olajuwon has been unstoppable. Does not have the big numbers. He's taken good shots. And Horry now comes hobbling off as he gave the foul and now is headed to the bench. 12-1 run by the Rockets. And Matt Bullard will come on for Robert Horry.
Well, Robert Horry looks like he's having a spasm problem right now as he took that foul intentionally to stop the clock, as he has really been hobbling ever since he took those flagrant foul free throws.
Hopper for 3. And it's rebounded by Olajuwon.
Well, perimeter jump shot after perimeter jump shot. Derek Harper has taken the last 2. That last one was not a bad shot because it was 2 passes out of a double team, but the one before just coming down and shooting, not good.
Timeout called. 3:01 left in the third. Moment ago, Robert Horry on the drive, fouled by Anthony Mason, was called a flagrant foul. Horry landing hard, was able to hang in for a while and then headed back to the locker room. Out, as you guessed, they have suffered a spasm. The Rockets have been relatively injury-free this season, in contrast to the Knicks. Doc Rivers leading the way in that department. Went down with a knee back in December. There is Doc, who incidentally made the all-interview team once again.
Quite an accomplishment. I think Charles Barkley made it once again.
Yes. Here's Olajuwon. And the Rockets now lead 56-50. Hakeem with 18 points.
And he looks very comfortable. The last 3 times he has touched the ball, it looks like there is no defense around him.
Olajuwon with the steal. The Rockets have taken the play away from the Knicks with a 14-1 run here in the third. The Knicks shooting only 4 of 16 from the floor in the third quarter. Cassell, and it's an offensive foul. Extended the arm as he made his move. All right, let's go to Hannah for more on Robert Horry.
Well, Marv, Robert Horry did not re-aggravate that bruised right hip that he injured in the Western Conference Final against Utah. Actually, what he did in that play is he fell on his right backside, and now he is suffering from back spasms. They're treating him right now in the trainer's room with some ice, trying to stretch out his back, and they do believe that he'll be able to come back and play in this game. Marv?
All right, had a nice move by John Starks. Well, Dr. Gukas was right on. Calling the back spasm as he saw it.
Challenging Mike Saunders for Trainer of the Year.
Right. Rockets by 4. Just under 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Maxwell. Rebounded by Oakley, who pitches down to Starks. Maxwell is back. Starks with a duck under move. So John Starks with a couple of buckets to bring the Knicks within 2. Minute and a half to go. Third quarter. Cassell. Thorpe. Got clock at 5. Otis Thorpe. Rebound. Charles Oakley. Here comes Starks. Hopper for 3. Yes. The Knicks in the midst of a spurt. have taken a 1-point lead, 7 unanswered, with just under 1 minute.